What's good, what's good, what's good? You already know who it is. It's time for that culture for the streets. Tap in, man. Tune in. Hit that notification bell. Don't leave about the trap till you've been served. Today, tonight, this late night, this early morning, we talking about Wack100 versus everybody. Wack100 won't smoke with everybody except God. Big U. Shit, nameless niggas on the West Coast. Nameless niggas on the East Coast. Hella niggas in the South. You asking for smoke from J Prince. You ain't holding back no punches with who you get into it with. You done been into it with Mimo, all kind of niggas. No holds barred to who he won't smoke with. Wack100 has become the biggest troll on the internet. Take Tekashi 6ix9ine entirely out the picture. Boom. He done took this space. He done took that space. Ain't nobody, the shit that Tekashi be talking, that don't even register nobody. We have the new troll comes from the West Coast. And if you think about it, he used all his avenues to exhaust the lanes to where the point everybody was talking about him, include me as a blogger and a podcaster. But I ain't gonna say he gonna turn down no smoke though. I ain't gonna say he gonna turn down no smoke. He beat Stitches down. Them two dudes, I'm gonna show you in a minute, but we gonna flash back to that. We haven't seen Wack really too much take no L except for when J-Rock or Nipsey homeboy, you know what I'm saying, took flight on him and got little, you know what I'm saying? Other than that, Wack been the talk of the internet to the point where now even Hassan being at the top of the totem pole in the internet, not even the internet, because Hassan is not the talk of the internet. He's the talk of YouTube. Let's get that shit right. Outside of YouTube, Hassan Campbell doesn't even fucking exist like that. Ain't nobody checking for that nigga like that on no goddamn IG. Nobody's checking for this nigga outside of YouTube. He's YouTube entertainment only. And he losing that spot to Wack100 because while you constantly talking about Wack100 going up because all platforms is talking about him because he's going viral. He got smoke with everybody. You can talk about him versus whoever at this point. He went into it with everybody except God at this point. And the J Prince situation with Wack100 does not strike me as much as him and Big U, because him and Big U was together all the time. They spoke about each other like they was brothers in a different type of way, like it was like really a family thing. So I could see why Big U is offended by a lot of this shit because of the way Wack100 went about this shit. But nigga, let's check this out real quick.
Dropping. Woo!
Get out! Get out!
Oh!
Get out! Get out! Get out! Get out!
Hey, get his plate. Get his
Get
plate.
all that!
Get his fucking plate.
Get all that! You touched me, nigga! You tried to rush me, nigga!
You know what I'm saying?
Get out!
Damn.
You going to bed.
And that's multiple people, regardless if they was gangbangers or not. That's multiple people, regardless if they're gangbangers or not. He ain't back down from it. He took that smoke, whether it was a winning situation or a losing situation. So I can't say Wack gonna turn down the fade when it's in his face. We have yet to see any footage of Wack taking off running when niggas jump out and want some smoke. So I can't vouch for that statement at all. But I know he is king troll right now. And you got Hassan talking about ever since the CJ Mack, well, he said his numbers went up after the academics, Wack100 and Tekashi podcast they did. Boom. He was already, and I'm gonna keep it real because when I got hip to Hassan, the nigga numbers was ridiculous. I'm talking about the nigga was doing 150, damn near 200,000 views, nigga, in 2 days, on per video, nigga. Posting 4, 5, 6 videos a day. So yeah, that nigga was doing numbers. But prior to all of that shit going on, it went from being Hassan, Wack100, Academics, Takashi. Then it went Academics, Hassan, Wack100. Then it went from Academics, Hassan, and Wack100 to Academics and Hassan. So you see the process and the levels of this shit. So you see why he was going up and going up and going up, because it was changing. It was changing. It constantly changed. They constantly changed the momentum of how this shit was going. And Wack was always involved in every transition in this whole situation. So when it went to Wack and Hassan, it ended up being Hassan trying to take advantage by exposing Wack100. So in his head, I'm finna gain more viral success by exposing Wack100. When really you expose Wack100, all it did was turn Wack100 up on social media on top of YouTube. So now you got the internet is talking about Wack100 like crazy. YouTube, motherfuckers on YouTube not worried about you like that. They more tapping into what's going on with Wack100 because he has become the entertainment. Whereas you just sitting there doing this, chains falling off and shit. You see what I'm saying? And you talking about why these niggas ain't mention your name when you the one helped to get this shit started. Like you was the one that not interrogated, but instigated the whole situation. You see what I'm saying? So now because he ain't giving you no spotlight, he ain't giving you no sunshine, he ain't giving you no acknowledgement of your part in this transition from not AK podcast, but DJ Academics podcast, to where y'all turned it from all of y'all to just you, AK, and Wack100, to you and Wack100, to you trying to expose Wack100, and now Wack100 got all the viral success from it. Granted, when you exposed them for the next 2 to 3 weeks, you too gained a lot of monetary gain and views and shit from the situation because you were the one that brought all this shit to the light with the recorded calls and the exposing of him talking about Big U and all of that shit. You sparked up a whole nother transition. Now in this transition, it ends up taking you out the equation of the whole thing, where this cloud that's on YouTube that stays in the viral algorithm. You see what I'm saying? You're being took out of that equation. I'm not saying you losing your support or you don't have no support. You still have the people that support you still support you. But the rise that you expect to keep continuing to get, you ended up giving all that energy, putting all that shit out there. You gave all the power to Wack100. Wack100, the topic on motherfucking Clubhouse. Wack100, the topic, no matter which way you look, whether it's the East Coast, West Coast, beefing with niggas in the South, all kind of crazy shit he got going on. He's the topic on YouTube all around the board. Remember, you just speaking on topics. Wack100 is the topic. So that puts him in front of you as far as the content. He is the content. You're a content creator. You see what I'm saying? So in the process of that, you going ghost because he no longer needs you to be the voice of the things he got going on to keep transitioning into other situations for him to stay relevant in social media and YouTube. Whereas with you, you have to keep reporting what he's doing and what he's doing to get these numbers, because right now he's the one that's doing all the viral shit. He's the one that's going viral all the time. So he's going to have to be the one you talk. So at some point, if you keep talking about this nigga, keep talking, you're going to sound like a dick puller. You see what I'm saying? So now you have to veer to the right and the left and pick up soft content and other content that ain't going to do as well as the shit that everybody want to hear you talk about, because everybody know that at this point it's starting to look like you clout chasing off Wack100 name, even though we know you ain't. Only thing you did was really, you put a situation in the air where you was exposing Wack100, but Wack100 benefited from this shit way more than Hassan did. And at the beginning, I said in the blog that Wack100 voice wasn't bigger than Hassan's, but his presence is bigger than Hassan's. His voice might not be bigger than Hassan's, but his presence is bigger than Hassan's. Therefore, it's keeping him more relevant than Hassan is. It's Wack100 versus everybody. Even I went viral talking about Wack100 and Hassan and all this other shit. You see what I'm saying? But this is all the environment that they started, and it threw a lot of money in the air for a lot of people, not just them, but a lot of bloggers, a lot of YouTubers, a lot of podcasters, a lot of content creators that follow the culture of hip hop and, you know, all that's going on from coast to coast and side to side, section to section. So it's like a lot of people ate off of it, yeah. But at the same time, this threw a whole boatload of shit in the air where I think Hassan thought he was going to benefit the most off of this. And he's not. While he's talking about Wack or trying to expose Wack or expose it or, you know, allegedly feeling like he's the one to expose Wack, Wack's still out making multi-million-dollar deals this way, that way. Why all this shit is going on, and it's actually bringing him to the forefront to make more deals because he's being the relevant person on this platform, which we call YouTube. You see what I'm saying? Whereas Hassan's just still talking to his subscribers. You ain't making no six-figure deals nowhere. This situation didn't benefit you no kind of way. Let's take this back to where Wack100 benefited by sitting down with 6ix9ine with DJ Academics. He raked up some M's in this situation because it was a business move. It was a business deal. He got some shit going on the business side with 6ix9ine. And that shit came with 6, 7 zeros at the end of it, at least. You see what I'm saying? Whereas you went on the show, totally exposed yourself, then you left the show, tried to expose Wack. But you only clouded him up even more. You only got him more money. Whereas you ain't reciprocate the same bag as Wack did off this situation. You, or Big U, only one probably reciprocated the same type of bag was DJ Academics. So at the end of the day, as quiet as Academics was about the situation, because he didn't want to play no sides, please believe Wack100 and DJ Academics end up with the bigger bag out of this situation. All motherfucking Hassan end up with some content to put on this channel in the meantime. In the meantime, though, Wack100 still viral. In the meantime, it's Wack100 versus everybody. He won't smoke from everybody except God. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. Ding that notification bell. Don't leave up out the traps so you've been served. You know what it is. It's time for that culture for the streets.